Welcome, everyone. My name is Ron Collins. I'm the owner of Blue Lacy SEO in El Paso, Texas. So today I'm going to show you how to do keyword research like a pro. Now, keyword research is very important if you want to get your website ranked. Google needs to know what kind of words that you're trying to rank for and what your site is about. So that's made up of keywords or keyword phrases that are related to what your site is about. So let's go ahead and dive in. All right, the problem with keyword research tools. So I want to talk about this first before we get into using, there's all kinds of different keyword tools that you can use. And here's what the problem is. All the keyword tools out there, they are not accurate. What? Well, yeah, that's true. They're not accurate. SEO Power Suite, which is a company that is a keyword tool and an audit. I used it as an audit tool. Recently did a test on the popular keyword tools. They took some sample keywords and ran them through popular keyword tools. They then compared their search volumes to the numbers from a paid Google Ads account. Now, why does that matter? Well, when you do Google Ads, you get access to Google AdWords Planner, Google Keyword Planner. And that has pretty accurate results because it comes right from Google. Google doesn't share all the data that they have at their disposal because they're the king of search. But they don't share everything. So we rely on keyword tools to do that for us. So which tool has the most reliable search volume data? So this research took sample keywords and ran them through the popular keyword tools, like I said. So let's take a look at that. And this is just a small sample. They have Rank Tracker, which is part of SEO Power Suite, SEMrush, Ahrefs, and Moz, which are the most popular ones. So when they typed in road bikes, Rank Tracker got 68,000 as the number of people searching for that. SEMrush, 90,000. Ahrefs, only 11,000. And Moz has a range, 2.9K to 4.3K. So look at the disparity between the number of searches. You got all the way from 90,000 to 11,000. That's a lot of difference. Gravel bikes. Rank Tracker 25K, SEMrush 40K, Ahrefs 8, Moz 1.7 to 2.9, and then mountain bikes 89K, SEMrush 301, Ahrefs 24, and Moz 9.3 to 11.5. So you can see there is a lot of difference between these tools on the number of searches for given keywords. Ahrefs seems to be on the low side. SEMrush maybe on the high side. And Rank Tracker kind of in the middle there with Moz, with their different kind of ranking. So it goes from one variable to another. So what can we gain from this test? Well, the only thing we can get out of this is that based on this data from four of them, mountain bikes have the most search volume, followed by road bikes and gravel bikes. That's really the only thing we can get out of this. So if you rely on the specific numbers, they're not going to be accurate. And I won't get into where they get all this data from and how they arrive at these numbers. because we want to get into how to do the keyword research. Now, the final comment on this article, it went on to say, once you start running paid campaigns through Google Ads, you will be able to access much more detailed search volume numbers, complete with trend graphs. The tool allows checking all keywords, not just the ones you advertise for, and you can also import-export keywords and use the data in other tools. But you have to have a running Google ad campaign to see all this. Not everybody's going to run Google ad campaigns. You're wondering why or how Google has so many billions of dollars? It's mainly from Google Ads. That's how they make their money. It's a big business. All right, I'm going to show you the keyword tools I'm using today. These may be different than what other SEO professionals use, and that's okay. I've changed what keyword tools and methods I've used over the last several years, but this is what I'm kind of set on using now. Ubersuggest, they have a free and a paid version. This is owned by Neil Patel. This came out a few years ago, and at first, when I looked at this a few years ago, I wasn't really impressed with it. But looking at it again some months ago, it's not any better, but it's not any worse than the other ones that you pay a lot of money for. The other one I'm going to use is called SEO Scout. This is a free one, but only their keyword suggestion tool is free. So we're going to use this in conjunction with Ubersuggest. And then I'm going to use it's actually a Chrome extension called SEPWorks. It is paid with a free trial. So this is the website I'm going to be doing keyword research on. I showed this in another earlier video. This is a tax service in El Paso, Texas, where I live. I made this site some months ago for a family member, and I've only done a little bit of SEO on it. And if you saw my other videos where I use auditing software, this site actually got high marks in the auditing software, but it's not ranking very well yet. So we're going to look at what keywords we want to kind of use on this site, and what are we going to try and rank for. Now, this site has other services besides taxes, has notary public and document translation, but right now we're just going to concentrate on the tax part of it, the tax preparation or services that it offers. So let's go to first Ubersuggest. And I'll leave a link to all this software in the comments below. So you can, when you get on the site, you can just enter a domain or a keyword. I would suggest signing in with your Google account. If you don't have a Google account, you should get one. And that way you get a little bit more use out of this, more suggestions and so forth when you sign in with Google. So to save time, I've already signed in. Here's my little logo here. And I've typed in tax preparation because that looks like that might be the one keyword that I'm going to try to rank for, and it's localized for the El Paso area. So you always want to, if you have a local website, you want to localize it. But in here, I didn't localize, I didn't add El Paso. It is better for this software just to put in tax preparation for the United States. You're going to get bigger numbers, of course, but you can still get a good idea of what's the volume of searches for different keywords, even though it's not made just for your local area. So I have here tax preparation, the one that I typed in, volume of 40,500, cost per click $5.31 if you're using a paid ad. Here is the paid difficulty, estimated completion or competition and paid search. Higher the number, the more competitive. So this has a 49. And then SD is the SEO difficulty. The higher the number, the more competitive it is, the tougher it is to rank. So this has a 45. All right, here's some suggestions. Tax preparation near me, which a lot of people type in for local, has the same volume, a higher cost per click, a little bit easier to rank for, but that keyword phrase, tax preparation near me, be kind of odd to use it on a website. So we don't do that. Tax preparation services, 18,100. We're not going to do paid, so we're not really going to pay attention to this. SEO difficulty is only 31. So that's something we could look at instead of using El Paso tax preparation. We could add services on there at the end because we're just starting out and it's going to be tougher to rank for the more competitive keywords. So that's something we could look at. Tax preparation free, we're not doing free. Software, we're not doing software. Classes, we're not doing classes. And so as you go down, you can see the search volume goes down. Salary, certification. So you can look all through these keyword suggestions and pick out something that's related to whatever your business is. Then over on the right side, it takes that keyword and says the average web page that ranks in the top 10 has 2,500 backlinks and a domain score of 86. Now this is for nationally ranking, but look at the sites that are nationally ranking. Number 1, H&R Block. Estimated visits 12,300. Almost 16,000 links. Domain score of 84. Social shares 36,000. All right, we're not trying to rank against these sites. Okay, these are big sites anyway. We're going to try to rank for local sites. Okay, so I'll get to that in a minute. What we're doing is getting some keyword ideas, and you can write these down. You can export all of this to a spreadsheet or copy it to the clipboard, or just take some of these and put them in a spreadsheet that you've set up. You can put them in, like I did, just in a Word file. Set up a table for search volume and SEO difficulty, like I did. You can put it in Notepad. You can put it on something that's application on a Mac, whatever you want to do. So I chose some of these terms, keywords, and put them in here. And I sorted them by search volume from highest to lowest. So the lowest one, personal income tax deduction. I don't know if I'm going to use that, but it only has SEO difficulty of 6. So that is not bad at all. Move this up a little bit higher. So we look at not only the search term, search volume, and how difficult it is. So we get down to like 14, 17. Those are pretty easy. Personal income taxes, business income tax, so forth. So I got to look at these to see which ones I want to try and rank for. The main ones, I'm going to put those in like the H1, H2s, the headings. And a lot of these I can sprinkle inside the content of my website. Okay, so that's Uber Suggest. The next one I want to show is called SEO Scout. I'll leave a link in the description, but specifically this goes to the suggest part, keyword suggestion tool. And this part is free. So I typed in my main keyword that I think I'm going to try and rank for, tax preparation, in English, United States. And it's going to show me all these different areas. So let's take a look at it. This gives you some ideas of what you can use on your website. So it says which and are. So what tax preparation fees are deductible. Okay, that could be a topic for a frequently asked question. Which tax preparation is best? Which tax preparation is better? There's all these different questions here. What to bring to accountant for tax preparation? What to bring for tax preparation? Okay, those could be turned into frequently asked questions, and I already have on the website. Down here, I have frequently asked questions about tax services. What do I need to bring to my tax appointment? How long will it take to get my refund? These are common questions people ask. What do I need to know about taxes when I start a small business? Now, I only have 4 of them here, but I could expand on this, and instead of putting all of them out here, if I want to put some more, I could say read more and go to another section, create a new page. All right, so this gives you some ideas about phrases, and there's all kind of different ones. What tax preparation is, what tax preparation are. They use the word are in there. What tax services are free. We don't want to use that because we're charging. So this can give you some good idea of phrases that you could use as keywords on your website. All right, next we're going to go to questions. So they have a number of questions here using these words can, will, which. Can tax preparation fees be deducted? Okay, that might be a topic for frequently asked questions. Well, same type of thing. Will preparation tax deductible? Not really a full sentence, but so you can look through these. Where to learn tax preparation. Not all these are going to be applicable to what you're doing. Comparison. Best tax preparation services. Okay, that's a keyword we might want to use. So if we wanted to, we could copy that and go back over here, and I have a section for SEO Scout keywords, and I could put that in here and then use this and go back to Uber Suggest, find out the search volume and SEO difficulty of it. I'm not going to do that right now, but this is how you can do it, or this is how I do it to get keyword ideas. Top tax preparation services. That's another one we could use, or maybe use. If you want to do a comparison, tax preparation versus accountant. Tax preparation versus TurboTax, which is a real popular one that you do yourself. That may be something that you might want to do also. With, is, in, on, at. A lot of things to look at. All these are suggestions. Okay, then we can go research, learn. We're not really into that. Tips. Tax preparation guidelines. We could use something like that. Help. Sites. This is free. We're not doing free. Information. Tutorial ideas. Alright, so. And then we have what we call alphabet. So it goes to the alphabet starting with A and uses the word A in there. Tax preparation and bookkeeping, but we're not doing bookkeeping. Tax preparation assistance at Walmart. So you can look through these, goes through the whole alphabet, and find phrases that you might want to use as keywords. It could be some of these letters are just cities. Tax preparation, Greenville, South Carolina. So they have tax preparation, El Paso. That's the city that we're trying to rank for. And so you can go through the whole alphabet and see if there's anything in here that you might want to use as a keyword. So this is what Scout Suggestion, a free word research tool, and it's just a suggestion tool. It doesn't give any data on, well, how much is this searched, how hard it is. That's not what this tool is about. It's just getting keyword suggestions. So it does a very good job of what it does. You can also click on text list. Has a whole list. If you want to copy all this and put in a spreadsheet or whatever, notepad, and then go through them, each one of them one by one, that's something you could do also. So there's many ways to get keywords, and this is just another way to help. All right, the next part, I want to show you SERP Works. This is a Chrome extension. It has a free trial, and it's mainly a paid one. This is pretty neat. This has been around for a while, but I started using it just a little while ago. Here's what you can do with this. This shows you the metrics from several different paid keyword sites. Majestic, Moz, Ahrefs, but only if you have an Ahrefs account. Ahrefs doesn't give anything away free. They don't have a free trial. They don't have discounts. So they don't have, you can use this if you have an Ahrefs account. SEMrush, very popular. Google PageSpeed, and then see the domain age of any site, schema markup, other SEO metrics. So you download this as a Chrome extension. I think it only works on Chrome for right now. They may be setting it up to work on other browsers. The pricing for this is very reasonable. The Pro version, $29.95 a month. So you get Majestic, Moz, SEMrush. It tells you over here. You get all the Majestic SEO data, Moz metrics, SEMrush data, on-page metrics like word count, heading tag, site speed, domain age, social counts. You can connect to your Ahrefs. It's based on credits. One site equals 1 credit. One Google search equals 10 credits. So you get 40 Google searches per day. 400 credits per day. It's pretty good. So the price goes up. You get the same use of these metrics, but you get more searches per day. And then the platinum one, $79.95 a month, you get more searches and more credits. I think the free version, you get less credits to start with. Okay, so let me show you how this is going to work on search. All right, I'm over in Google, and I have searched for El Paso tax preparation. That looks like maybe the main keyword I'm going to use. And if you hear some dogs barking in the background, I apologize. This is the what I get for doing this video at home. All right, so first we get some paid ads, and this tells you, if you get some paid ads here, that this is a good search term if people are paying for this. Then we get the maps results, and then we get down to the organic results. And then we get the big players here: H&R Block, IRS, expertise. People also ask, pay attention to this, because these are actual terms people are typing into this Google search. Thumbtack, that doesn't do any good. Liberty Tax, a big company. So, in other words, this is how this works. Let's say I click on Liberty Tax. This is a big company, and it's showing the local office here in El Paso. So we have Liberty Tax, income tax preparation, locations, and then some numbers. So this is showing the local location. A little bit of text, a little bit more text, and that's pretty much it. So they don't have a lot of content, but they're ranking high because this is Liberty Tax. They have a lot of domain authority. All right, the way this works, if I click on the little S up here for SERPworks, and I can turn on or off the different metrics. So I'm going to turn this on. And what I get over here on the left, I get all the Majestic metrics over here. Moz, SEMrush. And I don't have to keep it on the side over here. If I click on the Majestic, here I get the trust flow, citation flow. I can view anchor text. And it might take a while to run. I can view backlinks, so forth. And then while I'm inside of here, I can click on page. And look, 21 years they've had that domain. That's the main domain. Word count, this is for the main site. Index pages, shows me H1s, H2s, H3s, H4s, mobile friendly, page speeds, about schema markup. So I can go down the list here. Here's the domain authority. Let's look at exact page. It's going to maybe go down, but it didn't. Page authority 34, linking domains. So this local site here is really living off of the domain authority from Liberty Tax. So let's take another look at another one that's an actual local. Yelp, Better Business Bureau, volunteer income tax preparation. That's not really a competition. So we've gone through the whole first page, and we don't really see that many local services except for Liberty Tax, H&R Block, and then something from the IRS. Let's go to the second page. Still got some ads. Free taxes. Okay, we're not in competition with free ones. Now here is a CPA firm that has tax preparation page. So it does have the term tax preparation in it. Let's go here. And let's take a look at that one. So let's look down here at Moz. So they only have a domain authority of 8, page authority of 10. This is the root domain. We can go to exact page. And inbound links, followed links. And we can spy on them to see what they're doing as far as all their inbound links. Here's one from Constant Contact. Here's the anchor text they're using, the actual URL. And then it tells you the page authority and the domain authority, linking domains, spam score, all this information that is very valuable because you can see what is linking to their site. Clutch, Expertise, Go Local, these are all directories, UpCity. So there's several of them. And then some of these are just for CPA and accounting firms. So if we're not on some of these, then we could try to get on some of these directories, especially the ones with high domain authorities. Okay, so then we go to SEMrush. Now, SEMrush says that they're ranking for 47 keywords, what their traffic is, what their traffic costs could be. We're using this for the U.S. You can look for other countries. And, okay, they're ranking for the name of their company, CPA El Paso. Here's tax services. They're only ranked 55 for tax services. Volume of 20, cost per click. They're not really getting any traffic from that. Tax places, they're ranked 17th. Professional tax service, El Paso, Texas, they're ranked 13th. Volume of 30. And these may seem like low numbers because we're doing this in the end of September in 2020. It's not in tax season. As we get closer to tax season, like in 2021, these numbers will go up probably a lot. So you can go through and look at, see, I don't think we want to rank for richest person in El Paso. They're not ranking for that high anyway. We're not a CPA firm, so we're not interested in that. So you go through and pick out what we might want to rank for. Taxes, El Paso, Texas. They're only ranking 42, has a higher volume. So here's where you can kind of steal what they're ranking for, and maybe we can rank higher than that. So they're only ranking high for a few terms, it looks like, as we look down the list here. But you can study this. They don't have any broken links. We can look at the URL, domain age 9 years. So that's important, the domain age. Now, Google has said in the past, domain age is not really that important. Matt Cutts from years ago from Google said that, or I'm paraphrasing, that a website that's 6 months old is equal to one that's 4 years old. That may not be an exact quote, but it's pretty close. But studies have shown that domains older than 3 years consistently rank higher than websites that are less than 3 years old. Now, there may be some other things that are coming into play in there, but this has been pretty consistent over the years when they've done studies. of hundreds and thousands of websites in all kind of different niches. So it says their hosting company and what programming language they're using. We may not be interested in that. We get the headers. Now, this URL, textprep.php, is giving a 404, means it can't find it. So that's worrisome for them, but it's actually good for us. I see why it's 404s. Because it's HTTP, and the preferred version is the S. So you got to look at that carefully. I didn't look at that right away. So this is okay. Because they're using the secure site. Okay. So let's look at another one on here. This is a free taxes. Jackson Hewitt. That's a big national site. Another Jackson. Here's one. Blue Pearl Tax. That's a local business. And it says business taxes and bookkeeping. They do bookkeeping. So here is their H1. Blue Pearl, bookkeeping and tax, has the services you can truly rely on. So they're trying to rank for bookkeeping and tax. Just the word tax by itself. Okay. Let's look at the rest of the site. Trustworthy. Now, here's some probably H2s, maybe H3s. Trustworthy, experienced, professional. If they want to use these words, use it in conjunction with bookkeeping or tax. Nobody just types in professional. Professional what? Tax services or bookkeeping. Let Blue Pearl make your tax filing a lot easier. Bookkeeping, payroll, and a lot more. Like what more? Okay. Anyway, I'm kind of critiquing the site here. It's done by it looks like a professional, Paul Whittier Graphics. This should have a map here. Maybe it's supposed to. I don't know. Anyway, let's look at the metrics for this. So we'll go to Moz. Oh, I'm sorry. I clicked the wrong one here. Okay, Moz Authority. You can click on any of these metrics. So we'll look on the exact page. Domain authority of 11. Now, that's not too bad for a local site. But they've been around 9 years, so you expect maybe a little bit more. Page authority 18, linking domains. Inbound links, not a lot. So they don't have a lot of inbound links. Medium, the best rated. And here's anchor text. This doesn't have any. This is a good anchor text, but the others are not that great. So you can see all this information about what they have. We'll go to SEMrush again, and we'll look for the keywords. 58 keywords. El Paso's business registration. We don't want to rank for that. Let's look. We don't want to rank for bookkeeping. Let's look down. Tax services, El Paso, Texas. They're ranked 16th. Okay. Volume. Free taxes. Tax places in El Paso. They're ranked 15th. Professional tax services, 10th. Here's the volume. So we can look down this list to see what they're ranking for, what their ranking is. We can get some ideas. They don't have any broken links. Here's their host location. Domain age, 4 years. Okay? So they're well established. It's using WordPress. In the header. Let's go up here on page. And let's look at their word count is 622. 165 index pages. It's mobile friendly. WordPress. Mobile speed. I've never seen mobile speeds that high. So, I mean, this is a low score, but I don't see a lot of mobile speeds that high. 73 is not bad for desktop speed. We can check their schema markup. So, here's their H1. Maybe not the best H1. Here's what they're using for their H3s. See what people are saying about us. Blue Pearl bookkeeping and tax. H3s. No content in this tag. And there's one down here. A long sentence for a heading. That's pretty long. And 8 H4s. Okay. I don't know why they're using H4s for all this information here. That's on the contact page, I believe. So we can steal some ideas and see what they're doing to rank where they are. And we can look at all this individual things over here by themselves, or we can click on them. So let's go and look at what the our website or my website is ranking for. So we're going to load this up, and we'll click on the Moz, and well, we don't have any domain authority at all. Page authority is 1. We don't have any inbound links because this site is still pretty new. We're not ranking for any keywords yet. Now, another thing you can do is go into Google Analytics and look also. We can look here. I have 1 H1, 6 H2s, and 11 H3s. Okay. 0 H4s. You can see my page speed here, desktop speed, and so forth. So you can see that this really isn't doing much in the way of ranking. And so this site, I'm going to try to optimize this in the future a little bit more, and by looking at all these metrics. This is a pretty cool app called SERPworks, because it includes the most important things from Moz, SEMrush, all these other ones, and gets you some data quickly on the websites that you're competing against. And we could look at more of these. I'm not going to look at them right now. Tax services, bookkeeper, and look at the title tag here. Tax services. I'm looking for tax preparation, but there's not many that have tax preparation in it. This one just has taxes. All right, so I hope this helps in your research and looking for keywords that you can use these applications to help you. So everybody have a good day and a blessed day, and I'll see you next time.